Okay, I thought I would get on here and do a little crochet. I've got 100% cotton yarn, and I'm going to be crocheting dishcloths. And I'm going to do it like this so you can see what I'm doing. You wrap it around, you pull it through, okay? You see, you pull it through. This is a single stitch, and we'll do about 30. So that's 1, 2. Okay, that's 28. Then you do 2, which will make 30. Then, now, you put it around your hoop. You will go into this first one right here and pull it through. You'll have 3 on there, and then you pull it through. You do it all the way back through. And I don't have speed up, so you're getting real time. But I wanted to get up here and this is just a simple, it's 2 stitches, 2 different stitches. So if you're a beginner, this is a great project. I'm trying to do it where you can watch. Now, my sister-in-law taught me how to crochet many, many years ago. Let me tell you. I'm talking, I was in my teens, and now I'm 64, so yeah. Well, she taught me the stitches, but she didn't teach me how to read a pattern. Now, for you that can read patterns, God bless you. I just admire a person that can read patterns. She could read patterns, but she never taught me to read patterns. I'm trying to get where you can actually see the stitch. And so everything I crochet, I have to learn by watching YouTube, or I just learn it myself. I would love to be able to read patterns because I see all these cute things. And several people have said, it's maybe if I get it like this, your hand's still going to be in the way. And several people have said, well, Linda, buy a book. Whoops, I missed a stitch. And that can happen. Buy a book, find a really simple pattern, and then crochet. Yeah, that don't work. Okay, once again, you have it on your thing, you put it around, you go in, you pull through, Now you've got 3. Then you pull through. And I think my fat finger was in the way, wasn't it? You're probably saying, I could have saw it if you'd kept your finger out of the way. And then, but if you know how to crochet, these 2 stitches, you'll be able to whip this up in no time. And I like the 100% cotton because it washes up good and they scrub really good. I'm struggling. Now, crocheting does hurt my hand. I can already feel it in here. That's one reason why I don't crochet as much. But I saw this and I thought, hey, this will give me a chance to jump on here, show you guys a simple way of making dishcloths, and get to spend a little time with you. Okay, I'm going to tell on myself. I have made it straight, or as best as I can with 2 moves. Sometimes it's hard to make them understand. That big painting, please try not to laugh. I felt so stupid when at 11 o'clock last night, I woke wide awake and I thought, wait a minute. I had the wrong drills. Yes. You know how it's ZTM and then it have numbers? Yeah. Didn't even go with that painting. I felt like such an idiot. And I couldn't help but sit there and laugh at myself. I know God stands up there and just goes, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's doing what she's doing. He has to have a sense of humor. You know, every time we goof up, you know he's up there cracking up at how crazy we're being. But I just stood there at the table shaking my head saying, oh, I can't believe. 1 number off and I got the wrong drills. That's why it didn't match. So guess what? All's good. As they say, all's good in the neighborhood. I got these. They're really big. This is a 5 or an H if you look at it, and it's a boy's. They're really good. They help my hand a lot. This hand. But this hand holding it is what it's like. And it just dawned on me, maybe I missed a stitch. And you can't miss a stitch. And we're doing great on time. You know, DIY crafters, they kind of speed theirs up so you can see the whole project. Nah, you just... I'm telling you, what you see on this channel is what you're seeing at the moment. I am filming. Mistakes and all. But that way, you know, I'm not perfect. Of course, none of us is perfect, but some of us thinks we are, don't we? I enjoy crocheting. I also have loom, but I could never do a loom project on here because now that takes time. And I know knitters are not fond of loom. I can knit, once again, one stitch. That's all I know how to do. But knitting is harder on me than crocheting. It's supposed to be 53 today. Let me tell you, I like to know where it's 53 around here. But we also have wind, which wind makes it feel cooler, so. But I thought, those weathermen, Bella's over here beside me. She had a little meltdown today. I don't know what caused it. We was at church. Of course, I take her with me at the office, and she loves Pastor Dana. Well, he opened the door. Maybe it startled her. Oh, she just fell on the floor and started hollering. Of course, he got down the floor and started babying her. So I don't know. Oh. I like murder mysteries. And so I have BritBox and Acorn. Because some of the murder mysteries I like is on there, on BritBox, and some of them. They aren't getting the new seasons up. Midsummer Mysteries, I don't know. I like the old ones better. These newer ones, I'm kind of not crazy about them. But anyway, they made 2. They showed 2. And that's it. I waited all this time to see 2. Of course, they say there'll be more. Then I like Death in Paradise, Beyond Paradise, I think it's the other one. He was the detective on Paradise, and now he's left Paradise. And, well, anyway, and what's the other one? Broken Wood, I like it. Vera, I like her. Then I watch SODIY. No, SOSDIY. It's in London or England. It's over in that country. And I love the UK language. I love the accent. That's one reason why I watch these shows. Crazy Bob. I just love the accent. And so I watched that. Of course, I always end up crying in it. It's always a family that's in need. Their house is a wreck, and they come in and make it up. And yeah, I always end up crying. Then I watch DIYs. I watch a lot of you guys' channels. I watch YouTube a lot. I watch actually YouTube more than I watch regular TV. Of course, I don't have like cable or dish. I have Roku. See? We're coming along. Let me see. Oh, we got plenty of time. Now, before you turn it, I forgot to tell you this. Before you turn it, you want to put it around and then turn it. And I make it like this, the width of my hand. A little bit bigger than my hand in lengthwise. Because I can't handle a big old bulky one. I know you're cracking up when you heard about the picture. How many times have you guys done that? You'll find I'll admit it. If I do something crazy, I'm going to admit it. I'm kidding up my little February to put in my thing. Of course, I'm sure you're saying, okay, February thing in your thing, what are you talking about? I will show you. I'm kidding up this for February. I'm going to work on this tomorrow. It'll just take me, because it's a 20 by 20. It's the size of my hand. I think my hand's actually longer. Yeah, my hand's longer than it. And I have a little thing on my door, one of those magnet picture frames on my closet door right here, and I'll switch out January for that. Whew. For 3 weeks, I have woke up at 11:45. Can't sleep. It's like, what is going on? I have learned to put my phone on airplane mode. So at least I've learned that much. And I learned that by watching one of these shows, explorer shows. They have they use their phone, and he'll say, "Folks, we've got the phone on airplane mode. Last thing we need is somebody to call us while we're trying to explore." I enjoy crocheting because it relaxes me. We're getting wider. Now, Thursday, I'm going to be going to Monticello to check and see if that Walmart carries diamond paintings. When me and my sister first moved here, we was at some Walmart, and I didn't know anything about diamond painting, but I remember picking one up, and my sister going, "What is that?" And I said, "It's diamond painting, but I ain't got a clue what it is." So I don't know what Walmart I was in. So I'm thinking, okay, Monticello is a bigger town. It has more stuff in it. So just by chance, it could have been it. I haven't been there in a long, long time. Ooh, it slipped off. I've had this yarn forever. And one good thing about crocheting, if you don't like how it turns out, you can just unravel it and start over. I have found that if you crochet and you don't keep up with a certain stitch, I forget it. I made the very first thing I ever made was a ruffle. Listen to that. A ruffle. Red and white bedspread for my sister. She absolutely loved it. I can even make ripple. Is it ripple or ruffle? Ripple. It's that stitch. Ripple. Maybe it is ripple. I got so many. You'll let me know. And it was so pretty. I could see it as I can just visualize it in my head. It took me months to finish it. I'm not talking weeks. I'm talking like 2 or 3 months. But it was beautiful. I get to crocheting so fast I slip out of the stitch. And I don't watch my videos before I put them on. I film them and I put them on. I never watch them. When I watch them is when the first person comments, it will take me to that video, and that's when I'll watch it. So, yeah. Because, I mean, if I watch it, what am I going to do? It ain't like I can edit or... And we're getting bigger. And I've had several of you guys tell me, you're glad I don't edit it and pause it. I'm just a plain, simple country girl. And grew up poor. There was 8 of us in the family. My dad laid block until he broke his back. Well, actually, yeah. I was trying to remember. My dad drank. But my dad loved us kids. He worked hard. He made sure we had food on the table. He made sure we had a home. And when I say drink, I don't mean like a couple glasses of wine. I mean, he got drunk. But we always had a home. We always had clothes on our backs. I'm going to tell a funny story. At the time, it wasn't funny. My mom, remember the plastic curtains? Back in the day, you'd go to a dollar store and you'd get these plastic curtains. They were so pretty. There's real bright colors. Oh, I remember those curtains. And my mom, there was a certain pair that she just wanted. Well, poor mama. She finally got the money to get them. Well, we had an outside cat. You see where I'm going with this? And at that time, we didn't have dogs in the house, cats in the house. They lived outside. And something happened, and back in the day, you could leave your doors open, your windows up, and didn't worry about nobody. Plus, we always lived so far out in the boonies. If somebody come to our house that is lost, well, anyway, that cat got scared, run through the house, and what did it do? The first thing it did was run up my mom's plastic curtains. Oh my gosh, that was a disaster. That wasn't good for the cat because my mom got a broom, was chasing that cat. And if we had have laughed, yeah, we would have been chased with the broom. So if we was going to, I don't remember if we laughed at the time. We just saw how upset she was. Look at that. Yes, bless her heart. Now I look back and I think how hard my mom and dad had it, because I know there was times they did without so us kids could have. And we were too busy thinking we didn't have. And how underprivileged we were. And you know what? We wasn't. Now we can look back and see, yeah, times were rough. Times were really rough. I had a rough childhood. But you know what? It made me the person I am today. It made me strong. It made me know how to handle it if tough times come. My dad used to say, pull your bootstraps up and move on. I never understood that. Sometimes they'd say stuff and I never understood what they were saying. I remember as a kid, you got hurt, you just shrugged it off because there was 8 of us. Can you imagine trying to raise 8 kids and all of them running and this has done that? No wonder my poor mom was at times felt like she was crazy. If we got hurt, we'd go to the house and she'd look at it and she'd say, oh, it's too far from your heart. It ain't going to kill you. She'd put methylate. Remember the methylate or the cure comb, that red stuff? As kids, we had that on every little sore. And oh, it would burn. You'd do a little dance when she'd put that on. And she'd say, there. She'd say, oh, that ain't hurting you. Just blow it and go on. Well, I think I'm going to have to stop here. But, sorry about that. Okay. Now, to tie it off, you just pull that thread through, and that will make a knot. Okay, I'll do it again for you. You put it through, put your thread through, put this stitch through, and just pull it through, and that makes a knot. So there we've made one. Thank you guys for joining me and listening to me talk about my childhood. I hope this brought back some memories, good memories of your childhood to you. Sometimes it's nice to sit and think about your childhood. But I'll let you go. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for coming around and sticking with me for a spell. And I hope you have learned how to make you some dishcloths. And if you crochet, you probably already know how to do it. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye.